Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome on over if you're new here. If you clicked on this because you noticed that I have gone quiet with the kids on camera, or you saw that I'm not posting them anymore, maybe wondering why I stopped talking about certain cases, this is the video. This is the one where I explain everything from the heart with zero drama and zero shade in this. And also, we're going through changes to the hair. It's long overdue, and this process is a work in progress. Moms, you all know what I'm talking about. It is a process, right? It is a long process to get the coloring. And my hair, we all go through your hair thinning for. I had a really bad iron deficiency, so that's been a big part of it. So, in the process of getting back to my optimal shade, we're going through a phase of now burgundy. So just tune it out. I'm in my jams. It's been a really rainy day. We've been doing stuff around the house. And I just wanted to get this video out and over with, really. And so I'm not fancified. I have, oops. Oh, there we go. So I just wanted to let you know so you can comment if you think that I should get back to the blonde or if I should do burgundy. But overall, as you know, I appreciate people's comments, but I probably will do what I want to do anyway. We know I'll do what I want to do anyway when it comes to certain things. But so yeah, I've been sitting on this for a while because I wanted to make sure it came out genuine. I'm not here to call anyone out. I'm not here to defend myself. I'm just here to tell you why I've changed my content and why. And I have done this over the years. You know, I have lost some channels. I lost a channel. I know a lot of us went through that. And then I've made different channels on different platforms. And but I wanted to just make this video for everyone that just goes over the fact that from this day forward, you will not see my children anywhere online. So the simple reason that really is their safety and their privacy. I know so many of you have genuinely enjoyed the joy that they have brought to the videos that I have done in the past. I've read every single comment where you told me that they've made your days brighter or that my family felt like the village you didn't have. And that meant everything to me over these years, especially with all the changes that I had since 2019, 2020. But the truth is, while there are so many good, kind people who benefit from that light, there are dark people out there, and we are living in a dark time. And in my opinion, a lot of us were thrust into algorithms and put into, I don't know if it was going back to solar winds hacks. I'm not sure what happened, but we were all thrown into this environment where we're being matched with people that we truly have nothing in common with at all. So within the algorithms, when you're changing content or you're doing certain things, you want to be drawing only the people that you actually have something in common with. Or if you're playing a role or your character, then you only want people that are going to want to know your character. And from what I've seen is that a lot of us have been thrust into environments that don't want anything to do with who we are. And we don't want our children around that. We just don't want to bring our families onto the internet. They deserve privacy and really safety. And I know so many of you, you've genuinely enjoyed the joy that were brought, to some of the videos, especially with the ones that I have done on Facebook or Instagram, even a little bit on TikTok. And I'm sorry, but I have endured a lot over the years that I have never discussed publicly and that I never will. I have always put my children first, though. And I refuse to ever talk badly about people that my kids love and admire. And I will not ruin that for them. I have zero respect for anyone who drags their personal family or parenting issues into the public eye, and I'll never do it. So I won't defend myself against bully campaigns, smear campaigns, lies, narcissistic jealousy. Not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. because I put my children first. The truth is obvious. If you've been here long enough, if you followed me around, if you met me way back in the beginning of what I now think is like some sort of a little bit of an experiment in certain ways, the way that we were able to communicate on YouTube, the way that we could talk back when, like the beginning of the Trump days, when Bernie was campaigning. Things have just changed so much. So much. And I've never been one to go tit for tat with people. I can go back and forth, right? I can make content with people. I have no problem making content with people. I have no problem playing a role or a character if it's not hurting anyone, because everybody's coming here for content. This is like your favorite TV show now. The internet has changed so much. And but when you're doing things in people's real actual lives, that isn't going to happen. I'm not going to have that. It's just not. So I'm going to say again, I'm not going to defend myself against the bully campaigns, the smear campaigns, the lies, the narcissistic jealousy. I'm not doing it. It's just not going to happen, because the truth is obvious if you really have been around. Everything I have always done has been for my children. It always has. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. Hindsight is always 20/20. And I've been a single mom for the majority of their lives. I've always found a way to keep going, though. I've been through being broke. I've been through not knowing where we're going to live. I've been through a lot of stuff like a lot of you have. But my kids never went without. They've always had something to eat. They've always had a safe place to sleep. They have never had to rely on the system. What they had endured, especially since 2024, is a mom who has had to battle so much behind the scenes while keeping it completely together in front of them. They never knew when finances were bad. They never knew when someone in their family wasn't who they thought they were. Of course, I would speak up if it's a friend, right? Say they have a friend that's a bad influence. Or if something was happening where someone was actually doing something illegal or dangerous, that's different. But the private adult stuff, I keep it private so that they could just be kids. And it's sad, but for a long time, I didn't have a backbone because I was so worried about protecting them. Fear distorted some of my decisions. It really did. And as with all of us, I am human. So, of course, like I said, I made mistakes. We're always going to make mistakes. But I'm a big believer in the Lord, and I never lied about that. I never have lied about who I am. I just withheld a lot of this personal. Hang on one second. Be right back.